Hi, it's Jen checking in. Today I have made a batch of lip balm, so I'll be going through the process of how I do that really quickly. I'm not trying to make this video long, but I like making my own lip balm because I'm very careful about what I consume, what I eat, and especially like what I put on my lips. My thought is if I'm licking my lips or if I'm putting something on my skin, I want it to be edible. If I can't eat it, I don't want to put it on my skin. So, the awesomeness about this lip balm is that you can eat it. It's edible, it's herbal. So, not only is it good for the skin, but it's also very nutritious and nutrient dense. So, if you just so happen to, have a flower on your lip, which you probably will with this lip balm because I crush flowers and I put them in the lip balm. It's completely okay. It's an herb. It's something that's good for the body anyway. So to begin, um, main ingredients. Okay, so one of the first things that I use to create heavy, like thick consistency is beeswax. Um, I'll put links on, where you can get this beeswax, but I use beeswax, and this is just a personal thing. I'm, I, how do I say this? I don't want to use shea butter. I feel like it's very easy to find. I feel like, it's just, there's other things to use. I want to use things that are different. I want to add some versatility to what I put on my skin and what I eat and what I put on my body and have around my body. So instead of using shea butter, I use mango butter. So I like this because it has the consistency of shea butter, but it's not shea butter. And then it has different nutrient nutrient items to it. Something's in my throat. Okay. What else I used? I used avocado oil. You might want to be careful with this for people that might have a nut allergy, but I use avocado oil, and then I also used whole haba oil. I always say this wrong, but that's what I used. Oh, this is another thing. I'll do a whole nother tutorial on this. I'll be right back. Oh. So something else that I'm getting into is making my own infused oils. So this right here is calendula herb infused oil. So it's made with calendula. Now you literally can buy calendula oil offline. So I have like a sample of that here. This is calendula oil. But I also know that when you read the ingredients for a lot of this stuff, it'll say something like olive oil, calendula flowers. So basically you can make your own. I'll talk about how to make your own herb infused oils on another video, but this is basically in a quick snapshot how you can make your own herbal infused oil. It's oil, a certain amount of the flour, you put it in a container, you tighten it. There's some other science behind it too. I'll explain later, but this has been sitting in the windowsill, or you can put it inside of a like a really dark cabinet. But anyway, calendula oil. So then, as far as herbs, if you want to do this long term, what you could do is you can put the oil inside of a mason jar and you can add your herbs to the mason jar and let it seep for 4 weeks minimum. Or if you have it seep for like 6 months, that really draws out the nutrients of the flour and it adds it to the oil. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. That's a rabbit hole. I'm going to go back to how to make these lip balms. So with the lip balms, like I said, I'm making them today. I made like a batch. I'll post some pictures later, but I ordered some little tin containers like this. I think I have like 60 of them. Um, yeah, I'll post the link when I'm done. But you can basically use anything. I know for me, for this mixture, the oils that I mentioned earlier, I combined the avocado oil, the calendula oil, the jojoba oil, and the beeswax as the base, right? So when we're talking about base, we're talking about the consistency of what you're making. This is before you add any essential oils, before you add any herbs, before you add any all that other fun stuff, food coloring, all that stuff. Mind you, I don't add food coloring, but some people do. For me, if I want coloring, I'm going to use the color of the flowers, or I'm going to use the color of like fruit. So like if I want to make something and have it be like a green tint, I'm going to use infused nettle or infused dried strawberry or something like that. But that's another discussion for another day. So this is what it looks like in the end. You know, there's little containers, and then what I did was I simply had, oh my gosh, there's so much goodness still left in here. This is really good. So I simply had a pot, and you can see the end of it, right? I still had some left over that cooled down. But you can have a pot, and you heat up the pot. You add your beeswax, your avocado oil, your jojoba oil, your calendula, your mango butter. You melt it. You let it, you stir it a little bit until it gets to like an oil consistency. And then what I do at the end of it boiling, not boiling, like I don't even let it boil, not boiling. I'm thinking of cooking. You do not want this oil to boil, because that's just like, if it boils, it's breaking down a lot of the nutrients and some really good stuff that you will find in the oil, versus if you just heat it up enough to let it melt. So that's some chemistry behind it, but you're just going to let it boil. And then, not boil, I keep saying it's boiling. It's not boiling. I keep thinking of cooking. You're not going to let it boil, but you will let it heat up on the stove. After it heats up on the stove and it melts, because you're not boiling it, you're just heating it up. But after it melts down to a consistency, that is when you can add your essential oils into it. Some people add it while it's heating up. I personally don't. I wait until it's done and it's melted before I add the essential oils. So for me personally, the essential oils that I added were rosemary. Sometimes, I'll post a link, but I know I got this particular brand from Whole Foods. You can also get it off of Amazon, and then sometimes you can get it at, so I'm in the Philadelphia area. You can get it at this place called Mom's Organic place, basically a health food store is where you can find these oils. I know I definitely subscribe to Now line for various reasons. That's another discussion for another day. But anyway, and then me, I am a girl. I love colloidal silver. I use this stuff every day. It is antibacterial, and it's kind of like, I think it's one of the best things to have on earth. Like it really, it pretty much kills bacteria. It kills germs. It's kind of like hand sanitizer, except it's not, it doesn't break down, like, oils, or, it doesn't break down like healthy parts of the skin. It doesn't hurt the skin. So I'm a fan of that. But like I was saying, I let it melt. I do not boil it, but I let it melt. I use a spoon after I've added my essential oils. I basically just took this spoon and I dipped the the melted the melted balm into this small container. So after I did that, that is when I take my herbs that I used and I have crushed them in a mortar bowl. So it looks like this. They look like little tiny flowers. I think they're so pretty. I specifically use flowers that have a lot of color just because it makes it look really nice. But today I used lavender. I used like little lavender flowers. And then I also used rose petals and stinging nettle. And what did I use? Stinging nettle and oh yeah, that was it. That's all I see. Um, but I use those because they are so pretty, and then they're just medicinal. But if you want more information about this, just let me know. It's very easy to make. I'm not really skilled with the camera, and I'm not really skilled with editing right now, so I'm trying to still figure out like how I want to do these videos. But I know I wanted to offer them because people are really out here trying to learn how to make things on their own. And they're trying to do things that are healthy. And for me, I'm all about being able to make things within your home that are healthy, that are also edible. Now, this lip chap, I call it lip chap. I shouldn't. It's like a country girl thing that I do. But I know for me, this right here, I've made it for myself before and it lasts for well over a month. I also know that I have cheated, and sometimes I have used this to put on my hands, or I'll put like on my edges if my edges are dry. Like it's really multifunctional. But I really, really love this stuff. I can't remember the last time I bought like basic lip balm. Like I might buy lipstick because of the color and just because I like, makeup. But as far as basic lip balm, I don't even buy that in a store. Like you can literally make your own lip balm for less than 25 cents per these if you like add up like how much you're spending for all the ingredients. Plus, if you're just a girl like me and you like to slowly gather items like herbs and oils and you already have them in your house, you already have them in your kitchen. Oh, excuse me. It can seem like nothing. So what I'll do is I'll be posting these online. If you want to purchase them from So Yoga Philly, you're more than welcome to. If not, you are more than welcome to get in the kitchen and try this thing out because I'm so for people making their own stuff and living a more healthy life. And with that, if you have any questions, just let me know. But yeah, I'll just post the links and I'll catch you all later. Bye.